Did you know that some of the vitamins sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, the very bottles you trust to keep you healthy, could actually be silently speeding up the aging process, damaging your heart, and clouding your memory? It sounds absolutely unbelievable, doesn't it? For decades, Americans over the age of 60 have been conditioned to believe that taking vitamins daily is the ultimate insurance policy for staying strong and independent. We view them as harmless boosters. But shocking new research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society reveals a devastatingly different truth. The data suggests that more than half of seniors are currently taking the wrong supplements and paying for it with their long-term health. You see, not all vitamins are created equal. In the world of biochemistry, specific compounds can fuel systemic inflammation, dangerously thin your blood, or overload your liver's filtration capacity. Meanwhile, others have the profound ability to literally rebuild your cells, sharpen your cognitive function, and add years of vitality to your life. The difference between choosing the right ones and the wrong ones could mean the difference between feeling a vibrant 60 or a frail 80. So tonight we are cutting through the marketing myths. I will show you the 4 worst vitamins you should never take after 60 without extreme caution, and the 4 best vitamins your body practically begs for every single day. Because when it comes to aging, the truth isn't found on the shiny label. It is found in the science. The heart health myth. High-dose vitamin E. Let's begin with a supplement that has fooled millions. High-dose vitamin E. At first glance, vitamin E seems completely harmless, even essential. For decades, doctors and television commercials praised it as the heart vitamin, promising that it would protect arteries and keep skin youthful. Many seniors still take it religiously, believing they are shielding their cardiovascular system. But hidden beneath that promise is a pharmacological truth few people over 60 ever hear. Taking too much vitamin E can quietly destroy the very heart it is supposed to protect. Clinical studies from Johns Hopkins University and the National Institute on Aging have revealed alarming data. Older adults who took more than 400 international units IU of synthetic vitamin E each day actually had a 20% higher risk of heart failure and hemorrhagic stroke. In plain terms, the vitamin meant to strengthen your heart can actually make it weaker, thinner, and more fragile. The reason lies in the chemistry of the pill itself. Most over-the-counter vitamin E pills are a compound called synthetic DL-alpha tocopherol. This is a factory-made version of the vitamin that your body does not fully recognize or utilize efficiently. Instead of being used by the cells, it builds up in your tissues, upsetting the natural balance of antioxidants. It turns from a shield into a spark that fuels oxidative stress, essentially the silent rusting of your cells from the inside out. Consider the case of Arthur, a 72-year-old patient treated by Dr. Linda Harrison, a cardiologist in Cleveland. Arthur took high-dose vitamin E every morning, convinced it was saving his heart. However, after a minor fall caused significant internal bleeding, doctors discovered his blood was dangerously thin. He thought he was doing the right thing, but the supplement he trusted was actively working against his physiology. The safest source of vitamin E isn't a synthetic capsule. It is your kitchen. A simple handful of almonds, a spoon of olive oil, or sunflower seeds provides all the natural mixed tocopherols your body needs without the risk of toxicity. It is not just about adding vitamins. It is about avoiding the ones that shorten your story. The energy trap. Iron supplements. If you think the vitamin E revelation was surprising, wait until you hear about the next culprit, iron. It sounds strong, vital, and life-giving. For years, older Americans have believed that taking an iron supplement each morning is the key to keeping their blood healthy and their energy levels high. But here is the truth no one tells you. After age 60, too much iron can quietly poison your body from the inside out. The biological reality is that, unlike when we were young, our aging bodies no longer shed iron easily. After menopause for women, or retirement age for men, the physiological need for iron drops sharply. Yet, the habit of taking extra iron for energy continues. The result is a dangerous condition known as iron overload, or what doctors call hemochromatosis light. This is a slow, silent buildup of heavy metal in your organs. Once iron settles in the liver, the brain, and the heart, it does not leave easily. It begins to oxidize, literally rusting your tissues from within. Dr. Michael Rosen, a geriatric specialist from Boston, recalls a patient named Margaret, age 76. Margaret was always tired, dizzy, and slightly forgetful. Thinking she was anemic, she had been taking iron supplements for years. But her blood test told a shocking story. Her iron levels were nearly double the safe limit. That extra iron wasn't giving her energy. It was quietly damaging her liver and accelerating inflammation in her brain. As Dr. Rosen noted, she didn't need more iron. She needed less. Research from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School links high iron levels in seniors to increased risks of Alzheimer's, heart disease, and premature aging. Iron fuels oxidative stress, feeding the very same inflammation that makes joints ache and memory fade. Unless your doctor specifically diagnoses you with an iron deficiency, you must avoid multivitamins labeled with iron. Get your iron naturally from leafy greens, beans, and lean meats, not concentrated pills. Sometimes what feels like more energy is actually the body fighting a toxin it cannot release. The nerve protector paradox. Megadoses of vitamin B6. The third vitamin on our warning list is one that promises nerve health but can actually damage your nerves beyond repair. Megadoses of vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is often marketed aggressively as the nerve protector, the essential vitamin to keep your hands steady and your mind sharp. But for many older Americans, that same capsule can quietly become the trigger of a neurological nightmare. It can mimic the very diseases it claims to prevent. Here is the hidden truth. When taken in high doses, specifically above 100 millimoles per day, vitamin B6 becomes neurotoxic. Instead of healing nerves, it damages them. This damage is called peripheral neuropathy, a condition that causes tingling, numbness, burning, and pain in the hands and feet. For many seniors, these symptoms are tragically mistaken for diabetes or poor circulation, leaving the real cause, their healthy supplement, unnoticed. Dr. Laura McConnell, a neurologist from Arizona, recalls a patient named Walter, 69, who came in complaining of pins and needles sensations that never went away. He thought it was just age catching up to him. But after testing, Dr. McConnell found his B6 levels were 3 times the normal range. Walter had been taking a nerve support complex he saw advertised on television, which contained a massive 200 milligrams of B6 per capsule. He thought he was protecting his nerves, but in truth, his nerves were dying, one cell at a time. What makes this so dangerous is that the damage from B6 toxicity can be irreversible if caught too late. The vitamin accumulates silently in nerve tissue, slowly dulling sensation, weakening muscles, and affecting balance. A devastating combination for anyone over 60. Studies from the National Institutes of Health confirm that seniors are far more vulnerable because their bodies clear B6 more slowly than younger adults. The irony is painful. A vitamin meant for vitality can steal your mobility and independence. To protect your nerves, skip the megadoses. Your body needs only about 2 milligrams per day, which is easily met through real food like poultry, bananas, oats, and fish. The chemical soup. Synthetic multivitamins. And if you think that is unsettling, the next culprit is perhaps the most deceptive of all. It is a supplement millions of seniors take every morning, believing it is keeping them alive, while it may in fact be shortening their lives. Synthetic multivitamins with fillers and megadoses. Every morning, millions of seniors across America reach for a shiny bottle labeled Complete Multivitamin for Adults 50+. It is a comforting ritual, a single pill that promises to fill all the nutritional gaps to protect the heart, brain, and bones. But what if that little tablet, taken faithfully each day, is doing more harm than good? The reality is that most multivitamins on the shelves today are not nutrition. They are chemistry. Behind the bright labels and smiling faces lie synthetic compounds, artificial colors, titanium dioxide, and cheap forms of vitamins your body cannot absorb. These pills are often made for profit, not for health. When you swallow them daily, those fake nutrients accumulate, quietly stressing your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. Dr. Karen Blake, an integrative medicine physician in Florida, tells the story of James, a 74-year-old retired engineer. James took a popular senior silver multivitamin every morning for nearly a decade. He began feeling weak and lightheaded, and blood tests eventually revealed elevated liver enzymes and dangerously high vitamin A levels. As Dr. Blake noted, he wasn't overdosing on junk food. He was overdosing on his multivitamin. The synthetic vitamin A and niacin had slowly built up, turning a daily healthy habit into a toxic burden. Your body doesn't always know what to do with synthetic vitamins. Unlike nutrients from real food, these isolated chemicals bypass your body's natural balance, causing oxidative stress. The same cellular rust linked to aging, cancer, and heart disease. Add in hidden fillers like hydrogenated oils and artificial dyes, and you have a formula for fatigue, headaches, and inflammation. If you take a multivitamin, make sure it is food-based, third-party tested, and free of synthetic additives. Your body deserves nourishment, not lab waste. Now that we have uncovered the hidden dangers lurking in your medicine cabinet, the synthetic vitamins that can silently accelerate aging, it is time to turn the page. We must replace the harmful with the helpful. We are about to reveal the 4 essential vitamins that every senior should take daily to live stronger, longer. These are not just supplements. They are the biological fuel your body is desperate for after age 60. The Bone and Heart Guardian, Vitamin D3 plus K2. The first essential nutrient on our list is a non-negotiable pair, vitamin D3 combined with K2. As we age, sunlight, which was once our body's natural source of vitality, stops working the way it used to. Our aging skin no longer converts sunlight into vitamin D efficiently, even if we spend hours outdoors. This biological inefficiency is why nearly 70% of adults over 60 in America are vitamin D deficient. The consequences are serious: brittle bones, weak muscles, fragile immunity, and even accelerated memory loss. But here is the critical piece of the puzzle that most seniors miss. Taking vitamin D alone isn't enough, and it can even be dangerous without its partner, vitamin K2. Dr. Samuel Reed, an endocrinologist with over 30 years of experience, explains the mechanism clearly. Vitamin D tells your body to absorb calcium, but without K2, that calcium has no direction. Without a guide, calcium can settle in the wrong places, hardening your arteries instead of strengthening your bones. Imagine believing you are protecting your skeleton while the calcium you take is silently turning your arteries to stone. Consider the case of Beatrice, a 78-year-old retired teacher from Illinois. She took 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily for years, convinced she was doing everything right. Yet, A heart scan revealed early calcification in her coronary arteries. Her body had been depositing calcium where it didn't belong. When Dr. Reed adjusted her regimen to include vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, 100 micrograms daily, the results were profound. Her next scan showed stability, and her bone density began improving. As Dr. Reed noted, it was like giving her calcium a GPS. Together, D3 and K2 protect your bones, your heart, and even your brain. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging confirm that seniors with higher levels of both nutrients have stronger bones and better cognitive health. If you are taking vitamin D alone, you are only doing half the job. The brain spark. Vitamin B12, also known methylcobalamin. Next, we must address a quiet epidemic spreading among older Americans, one that doesn't make headlines but steals health, energy, and clarity little by little. Vitamin B12 deficiency. It affects nearly 4 in 10 seniors in the United States. The frightening part is that most don't even know it's happening. They simply wake up one day feeling slower, more tired, and more forgetful, assuming it is just the inevitable decline of old age. But the truth is far more hopeful. Vitamin B12 is the spark plug for your brain and nervous system. It helps create red blood cells, carries oxygen, and builds the protective coating, myelin, around your nerves. Without it, your mind grows foggy, your balance becomes unsteady, and your mood turns heavy. The problem is biological. As we grow older, our stomachs produce less acid. This is the very acid required to unlock B12 from food. That means even if you eat a steak every day, you may still be starving your brain of this vital nutrient. Dr. Angela Morris, a neurologist from Denver, remembers Thomas, a 74-year-old retired firefighter who came to her convinced he had early dementia. He was forgetting names, missing appointments, and even getting lost while driving. Tests showed his B12 levels were dangerously low. After just 6 weeks of taking methylcobalamin, the active, absorbable form of B12, his clarity returned. He didn't have dementia. He had a deficiency. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that restoring B12 can improve focus, mood, and even slow brain shrinkage. The key is to choose the methylcobalamin form, not the cheap cyanocobalamin found in most store brands. This active form bypasses digestion and goes straight to your cells. The master mineral. Magnesium, known as glycinate or malate. There is a reason so many seniors wake up tired, stiff, or restless at night, and it often has nothing to do with aging itself. The truth is, most older adults in America are running on empty when it comes to magnesium, one of the body's most essential minerals. This quiet deficiency creates symptoms that scream for attention, muscle cramps that come out of nowhere, heart palpitations that make you sit up in bed, anxious thoughts that won't quiet down, and nights spent tossing and turning. Magnesium is the calm conductor of the body, regulating over 300 vital functions, from heart rhythm and nerve signals to blood sugar and sleep quality. Yet studies from the National Institutes of Health show that nearly 70% of people over 60 don't get enough of it. Why? Because aging kidneys excrete more magnesium, and common medications like diuretics and acid blockers deplete it further. Dr. Robert Klein, a cardiologist from California, once treated Clara, a 79-year-old grandmother who came to him with erratic heartbeats and constant fatigue. Her previous doctor had prescribed medication, but the real problem was much simpler. Her magnesium levels were critically low. After a month on magnesium glycinate, her heartbeat steadied, her muscles relaxed, and she slept deeply for the first time in years. As Dr. Klein said, it wasn't her heart that was broken. It was her balance. When choosing a supplement, avoid magnesium oxide, which barely absorbs and causes stomach issues. Instead, choose magnesium glycinate or malate. It is the mineral of calm and renewal, helping your body finally exhale. The longevity fat. Omega-3, also known DHA or EPA. Finally, among all the nutrients that science has studied over the last 50 years, none has proven more vital for aging gracefully than omega-3 fatty acids. They are quite literally food for your brain, fuel for your heart, and medicine for your joints. Yet tragically, most seniors in America aren't getting enough, and their bodies are paying the price. Omega-3s, found mainly in fish oil or algae-based supplements, contain two powerful components, EPA and DHA. Together they reduce inflammation, keep your arteries flexible, and build the very structure of your brain cells. But as we grow older, our bodies produce less of these precious fats. The result is seen in the mirror and felt in the body. Stiffer joints, slower thinking, mood swings, and a heart that doesn't beat as confidently as it once did. Dr. Emily Carter, a cardiovascular specialist, tells the story of William, a 73-year-old veteran who suffered from constant fatigue and memory lapses. He believed it was just getting old. However, blood tests revealed his omega-3 index was dangerously low. After 3 months of supplementing with high-quality fish oil, 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily, his transformation was remarkable. His energy returned, his concentration sharpened, and he began laughing again. A Harvard study confirms this potential, finding that seniors with higher omega-3 levels have up to a 27% lower risk of dying from heart disease and significantly better cognitive performance. Omega-3s act as a natural anti-inflammatory shield. The key is purity. Always choose wild-caught fish oil or algae-based DHA EPA to ensure you aren't consuming heavy metals. Now that you have discovered the nutrients that protect your heart, brain, and longevity, it is time to reflect on the power of these choices. At this stage in life, every choice matters more than ever. Vitamins are no longer just about filling gaps. They are the building blocks of how you think, move, and feel every single day. The wrong ones can quietly drain your strength, but the right ones can bring you back to life. For seniors, health isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving dignity, independence, and the joy of being present for the people you love. Vitamins like D3 plus K2, B12, magnesium, and omega-3 are not miracle pills. They are nature's tools designed to help your body age with grace and vitality. So tonight, as you look at your medicine cabinet, ask yourself one question. Are these pills adding years to my life or life to my years? Because aging doesn't have to mean decline, not if you choose with wisdom. The best years of your story can still be ahead.